Sheila Jackson Lee, a fine African-American congresswoman from Texas, took the floor and talked about diversity in our nation and the strength of diversity in our nation. And that was the end of the discussion.
See our diversity in America not as something to fear, but as something to welcome, because it's a source of our national strength.
In the Russian Federation, our diversity has always been our beauty and our strength.
Ours is the party of inclusion, a party that believes this nation draws its strength from its diversity.
Diversity is the Democratic Party's greatest strength.
Our diversity is our strength. Republicans have their way. Maria will be deported.
We think the diversity is the strength of the Republican Party.
Diversity is our strength.
Our diversity is our strength.
Diversity is our strength.
This diversity is our strength.
Diversity is our strength.
Diversity, which is our strength.
Our diversity is our strength.
Diversity is our strength.
The country's strength is our diversity. It's not our weakness.
Our diversity is our strength.
Our diversity is a strength and a blessing.
Diversity is one of our great strengths.
Diversity is one of our greatest strengths.
Diversity is our greatest strength. Our diversity is our greatest strength.
One of the greatest strengths of our nation is its diversity.
The diversity of our country is our greatest strength.
It is the diversity of this nation that makes our nation so great.
We find unity in our incredible diversity.
Our country's strength lies in its diversity.
Diversity is our strength as a nation.
Strength of our diversity.
Or diversity as America's true strength.
Our diversity is a strength.
It is our diversity that is our strength.
Our diversity is a strength.
And we honor the strength of our diversity.
Our diversity is our strength is our diversity.
Our diversity is our strength.
Diversity and our strength and our
strength of our diversity.
Our diversity is a strength.
Most Americans realize our diversity is our strength.
Appreciate that the strength in this country is not our commonality, but it's in our great diversity.
Our diversity is our strength.
The strength of our system is its diversity.
The diversity of our country is its strength.
Our strength in America has always been our diversity.
We're trying to build a country where our diversity is our strength.
Our strength in this country is our diversity.
The strength of our city, our state, and of our country is in our diversity.
It's a vision of the future where we see our diversity as a strength.
Our diversity, not only in our Army, but in our country, is a strength. And as horrific as this tragedy was, if our diversity becomes a casualty, I think that's worse.
We believe that our growing diversity is an asset.
That we find strength in our diversity.
Our diversity is, in fact, a source of remarkable strength.
strength, diversity.
Diversity of faith and background is not a weakness of America, but a strength.
America's diversity is its strength, not its weakness. Thank you very much.
Strength and diversity of America.
Strength that diversity brings.
That the strength of our country has always been, and at least part because of our diversity.
We understand that there's strength in our diversity.
Celebrate the strength and diversity of our country.
Strength of our group that we have this time, the strength of that is the diversity.
You know, our strength comes from our diversity.
We must do everything in our power to educate people about diversity, to educate people about the strength that comes from difference.
Recognizing that our diversity is our greatest strength, we move forward toward the most ambitious goals in America for empowering women and minority-owned businesses. And this year, for the first time ever, we exceeded that goal.
Tucson is a very diverse community, and we draw our strength from that diversity.
You know, in Baltimore County, we know that diversity is among our community's greatest strengths.
Baltimore is ravaged by violent riots. Now the National Guard is on the way.
15 police officers were hurt. 24 people were arrested. We watched the violence unfold live.
This is the least productive Congress in the history of the nation. If it's not, I would hate to be in the one it was.
The 113th Congress will be the most diverse group of representatives ever assembled, especially in the Democratic House caucus, where white males will be in the minority for the first time ever.
Together, the diversity of our caucus celebrates the strength of our nation.
Overall, there will be nearly 100 women and 33 Hispanics, all eager to tackle the challenges ahead.
And so my message is that diversity is our strength as a country. And when we start picking and choosing neighborhoods, which we're seeing in major metropolitan areas because the tax base is not as strong as it should be because of income inequality, that income inequality bleeds down into the educational system.
When you think the Democratic Party, and I think the Democratic Party officials would say diversity, diversity, diversity is our strength. You say that strength is a problem. Why?
Well, I think that the strength has been a strength, but when, you know, inclusion becomes exclusive, you start running into problems. When Democrats are identified as members of the Black Caucus or the Latino Caucus or the Human Rights Caucus, which is the Gay Caucus, people on the outside who are deciding between these two parties, who are predominantly white, say, what's in it for me? Where's my caucus? And the point is that at this point, given the fact that the Democrats really have become party of the center in this, in this era, in foreign policy and in domestic policy, it's time for them to lay that aside.
So there are 14 caucuses. Let me read through some of them. I had no idea that there are 14 caucuses. There's the African American, Asian American, Pacific Islanders, Mediterranean Americans, Faith Caucus, Labor Caucus, LGBT Caucus, the Senior Caucus, the Military Family Caucus, the Women's Caucus, Americans with Disabilities Caucus, First Americans, Latino, Rural, Veterans, Youth Caucus. I mean, it goes on and on and on.
Right.
So when you say...
And the thing is that many of these caucuses have won their agenda. You know, the LGBT caucus has gotten the Democratic Party to support a full roster of equal rights, including gay marriage. You know, women...
But is the issue get rid of some of the caucuses, or is the issue create a white male caucus?
No. This is America. Pretty soon, in a couple of generations, everybody's going to look like you.